And today marks day 5 of the government shutdown, and Republicans and Democrats couldn't be more of at an impasse. So no side appears to be ready to budge yet. And with House Speaker Mike Johnson already canceling all previously scheduled votes for this coming week, it's unclear exactly what's going to happen. As for Democrats, House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries says he'll be holding a virtual call with the House Democratic Caucus tomorrow. And New Jersey Democratic Senator Cory Booker also speaking about the stalemate on ABC's This Week today, calling the current shutdown standoff a tsunami of Donald Trump's creation.
I care about Americans losing their health insurance, rates of death going up, hospitals being crushed, medical services ending in places in rural America. This is a tsunami of Donald Trump's creation. Donald Trump literally has said it's the president's responsibility to bring the parties together and negotiate a way through.
Now, each day we're in a shutdown, almost 3 million Americans, including members of the military, are working without pay. For more, let's bring in our Alex Prichet. Alex, what can we expect tomorrow, and what's the latest from the Senate?
Well, like right now, not a heck of a lot as expected as we move now into this 6th day of a government shutdown. And that's a real big cause of concern. Listen, Democrats have drawn a red line in the sand, specifically over health care. They want to repeal those Medicaid cuts. They also want to extend those Affordable Care Act subsidies. Now, Republicans have said, Leader Thune in particular has said that he's willing to discuss health care. But first, they want to pass what they call a clean CR bill to keep the government open for at least another 7 weeks. But right now, we're at an impasse and neither side is budging. You heard Cory Booker there basically saying that this is a tsunami of Donald Trump's creation. Republicans have pushed back with their own rhetoric that's pretty similar. Now, they have tried to put pressure on key Dems, and they're hoping that more in the Senate will cave, especially some of those moderate Dems. But right now, Ike, there's no indication that there's going to be any give here.
And Alex, what about President Trump's threats and attempts to put pressure on Democrats?
Yeah, so we've seen it play out in a couple different ways, right? And one of those was the withholding of funds from blue states or even blue cities, some $18 billion that the administration has pulled from blue states and blue cities in projects, including $8 billion in New York. That's specifically meant to put pressure on Leader Chuck Schumer there in the Senate, who is a representative of New York. But also we're hearing today from a White House National Economic Council Director, Kevin Hassett, who says President Trump is currently meeting with OMB Director Russ Vought, and they're coming up with a plan. And the president has teased that as long as this shutdown continues, that there could be mass layoffs. There could also be some permanent cuts to federal programs, federal Democratic programs, as he's outlined. He's saying that they don't want it to come to that, but they're preparing if they need to.
And Alex, what are we hearing from those impacted Americans? How are they faring during the shutdown so far?
Well, look, I mean, the longer this drags out, the harder it's going to be for these nearly 4 million federal workers that could go without a paycheck. And then also there are tens of thousands, if not millions, that are dependent on federal programs that are that could potentially be impacted here. We're hearing from one woman, Benicia Wright, who's of Reynoldsburg, Ohio. She's dependent on food assistance programs there. And she's got 6 kids, including one on formula she's worried about. Take a listen.
You know, I worry about my child not being able to eat because I cannot afford, a $300 bill in formula alone.
Yeah, Ike. And so literally the longer this goes on, the harder it is going to be for a lot of American families.
All right, Alex Prichet, thank you for that.